Colts blew a lead in Kansas City. That's a game they should have won. Look, the Texans defense could cause the Colts problems. And Houston's coming off a mini bye. They'll be rested up. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Houston found a way to win this game. Because if the Colts lose another game, that's going to stir up things huge. But I think the Colts will bounce back and get a close win. It's going to be a close game. Like, I could see these two teams splitting their games this year. You know, because this one is in Indianapolis, so I think the energy of the home crowd is going to make the difference. So, because of that, I'm going with the Colts, but it's by a narrow margin. It's narrow. All right, Raiders, Chargers. Now. The Raiders, in a game where they should have been at least competitive against the Browns, they just let the Browns do whatever they want to them. I'm sorry, they let the Cleveland Browns do whatever they want on offense. They let Shedeur Sanders have a field day out against them. Geno Smith is not the answer for the Raiders, so I think the Raiders need to clean house, reshuffle the deck, except for Tom Brady being a minority owner, Ashton Jeanty, and Brock Bowers. Those three guys, they have to stay. Hey, they're the reason the Raiders are even a thought in some people's minds to begin with. And the Chargers, well, the Chargers haven't been amazing this year. They haven't been the most amazing. But I think they should have enough to beat the Raiders. Or isn't a blowout, so I'm going with the Chargers here. Bills, Steelers. Look, this could be a very, very interesting game. You got the Bills coming off a loss to the Texans. So, okay. Yeah, the Bills coming off a loss. The Steelers coming off a nail biter to the Ravens. The fact of the matter is that every game could be a must-win for Pittsburgh. Buffalo, I mean, they're coming off rested. I do worry about Josh Allen a little bit. Like, it's a small worry, but if they keep losing, the worry is going to get bigger and bigger. And the Bills are going to need to probably win out to win the division. But I don't see the Steelers beating the Bills, so I'm going with Buffalo. All right, the cross-conference games. We'll go. Oh, what a list we have this week. Oh, okay, Chiefs, Cowboys. Both these teams coming off impressive wins last week. The Chiefs coming back and beating the Colts. The Cowboys, they had a comeback for the ages, coming back and beating the Eagles. Which, well, anything could happen. It's a division game, and it's especially between those two teams. If something dramatic was going to happen. But yeah. I don't see either of these teams making the playoffs. Like, I'm torn who to pick here. Like, I think the Chiefs could win this game. I mean, they have enough firepower to do it. But Dallas, with Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson on their defense, they have a rebuilt defense. They'd have an elite if they still had Micah Parsons. But that's neither here nor there. the Cowboys. What else do the Cowboys have going for them? They got I think they have a better offense for the Chiefs. Like the Chiefs could get them on the ground game, and Dallas could wind up getting them through the air. And okay, where were we? Ah, yes, Chiefs Cowboys. Okay, the Cowboys can strike the Chiefs through the air, but the Chiefs could get them on with the defense and the ground game. This could go. It's like anything's possible game. And I think both these teams are quite similar. That being said, though, I mean, yeah, maybe the Chiefs are like the superior or generational team, but I'm gonna go with the Dallas Cowboys here. Yeah, I'm going against the Chiefs. I mean, the Chiefs had a big time win. They'll fall back down to earth. Because I think the Cowboys' passing game is way too good. And especially in the second half. That was on display against the Eagles. The rebuilt defense was also on display in the second half. I really think they can continue. So make it a 3-game win streak for the Cowboys. All right. Saints and Dolphins. Ugh. This game isn't very good. I mean, I don't want to drown my eyes out watching this game, but I'm not happy that this is a game. Look, the Dolphins have been a lot better going into their bye week, and well, the Saints are the Saints this year. So, the Dolphins coming off a bye, I'm going to pick them to get a win. Falcons, Jets. Now, I wanted to pick the Jets to win this game because, well, I've liked their team better than I've liked the Falcons. I mean, relative to expectations. Because I feel like the Jets, like, maybe could top out at 6 wins. The Dolphins could also, so... yeah. But... Look, the Falcons are the superior team, but I'm gonna go with the Falcons. I think the Falcons will let me down, so I'm gonna go with the Jets. Couldn't decide there. Because I'm really undecided about either of these teams. Both these teams have not been very good, but well, I didn't expect the Jets to be too good. The Falcons just ugh. So I'm gonna go with the Jets. I really don't care about that game. I really don't care. Alright, Niners Browns. You could say, oh, this game's not gonna be very good. This game might be okay. Compared to the last two that we talked about. Compared to Dolphins, Saints, Falcons, Jets. I could see this being a pretty decent game. Like, Shedeur Sanders had a great outing in his first official start. Well, I don't know. I don't know about Brock Purdy. Like, he threw 3 interceptions in the first half. I think it could be like a one-time thing. I feel like the Niners are more superior, but this could wind up being a close game for some reason. And this could be a game that the Niners could lose for whatever reason. But I'm going with the safe pick in the Niners. Broncos Commanders. Ugh. Why is this a game? Why? Why this? Actually, look, I haven't liked watching the Commanders. Like they haven't won since week 5, and I feel like that needs to be addressed. And the Broncos. Well, they might they might be one of the best teams in football. I'm going with the Broncos. Enough said. Giants Patriots. This game could actually wind up being very, very good. So, well, the Patriots might be the best team in football again, and the Giants, they play competitive teams close. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants wound up winning this game because they have the Patriots number. But I think the Patriots are just too good right now. So I'm going with the Patriots. All right, NFC, Packers, Lions. The highlight of Thanksgiving, of the Thanksgiving games. Yeah. Out of all the Thanksgiving games, this is the one I'm looking forward to, and this is the one we're getting first. So, look, the Packers got a big win against the Vikings, which was probably good for them. Because I didn't think the Vikings were going to give the Packers problems. The Lions are a different team. Like, they win this game. This game could determine who's going to the playoffs in the NFC. Because the NFC North and NFC West are stacked right now. I ultimately think both of these teams are going to make the playoffs because, well, there's a certain someone at the bottom of this list I am not going to address right now. With that being said, though, I am going with the Detroit Lions to win on Thanksgiving back-to-back years because I think that the Lions are just a superior team to the Packers. I mean, it wasn't like that in week 1, but I really think that the Lions will learn from their week 1 mistake and take down Green Bay in Detroit. So, it's going to be a close game. Just like Bears-Eagles. This game is looking more appealing by the day. So, well, yeah, this is going to be a pretty good game. The Eagles losing to the Cowboys in somehow, some way by blowing a 21-0 lead. And the Bears, they just keep on winning. They narrowly escaped the Steelers. There's 31-28. Like, this matchup is compelling. But I am going to have to go with Philadelphia because I think they're just the better team. Philadelphia, I think, will bounce back. Like, Chicago's losing streak ends here, but it's not the end of the world for Chicago, because if Chicago loses, that would only be their 4th loss of the year. Yeah, 4th loss of the year for Chicago in week 13. And yeah, that's got to be unfamiliar but good for Bears fans. So, but the Eagles have a higher standard, and I think they will win this game. Cardinals, Buccaneers. Look, Baker Mayfield, I don't know if he's going to be out or not. Yeah. Yeah, but the Buccaneers are getting Bucky Irving back. So that should help them with the ground game. And the Buccaneers have a favorable schedule. They might close out and win the division. So, yeah, and the Cardinals, like, I don't know what to think about the Cardinals right now, because, well, it's like, they're just like the Raiders. Like, they have awesome pieces at certain positions, but the rest of the team does not pull their weight. Although they're better than the Raiders, but still, it's like, they could be awesome. Like, they could have awesome individual performances from, say, Jacoby Brissett or Marvin Harrison Jr. or Trey McBride, right, or Calais Campbell or something like that, or people like that, and the rest, and they're still going to not play up to their potential. It's just going to be overshadowed by the rest of the team not pulling their weight. So because of that, I gotta go with the Buccaneers. Safe pick. Rams, Panthers. The Panthers, well, they kind of laid a stinker against the Rams. Yeah, that is not good. Not good. And the Rams, well, they creamed the Buccaneers. They blew them out of the water. Like, the game was over by half. Like, the Rams just let the Rams just did whatever they wanted to the Buccaneers. And that's fun to see as a Rams fan. But, well, even I was hoping for a closer game. Do I think we're going to get a closer game here? Well, if the Rams beat up on the Buccaneers, I think the Panthers are a weaker team. I mean, they might have some flashes, but the Rams would just respond. So, I'm going with the Rams. And now, the last game, Vikings-Seahawks. I don't want to predict this game, because I don't like either of these teams. You got Minnesota, who is just, they just find new ways to lose. J.J. McCarthy is not going to be their starting quarterback. They should never have left. They should never have let Sam Darnold go. They should never have done that. That is a mistake. And they're playing the team that he went to in the Seahawks. And I don't like the Seahawks because they cause me pain. And emotional pain. Yeah, but speaking unbiased here, I really think the Seahawks are the superior team to the Vikings. Unlike last year, I think it's flipped. I was like, same plays as last year, different outcome. I'm going with the Seahawks. And what is my upset of the week? What is my upset of the week here? it would be, let's check here. Chiefs versus Cowboys is going to be my upset of the week. But I want to pick the Giants, but well, I think the Patriots are just way better. And yeah, that's gonna do it for the long form predictions video. The short form video is also available. I'll see you guys next time.